Everybody, my name is Aiden Miles, and today in this video I will be going over all of the things that we can learn from the Kingdom Hearts 0.2 ending and what is going to be going on leading into KH3. So before this video begins, quick spoiler warning for 0.2. I know the game isn't out in America, Europe, places like that. Yeah, it comes out next week, but the English dub of the cutscene has came out. So I want to be the first to hopefully talk about the ending and gather what we know from this. So without further ado, let's get in. Now, in this scene here, we get to see the origins of Mickey's Keyblade, the Kingdom Key D. Mickey mentions in an earlier scene that he is looking for a Keyblade of Darkness, this Keyblade being the Kingdom Key D. We learn that the Kingdom Key D has origins from the Realm of Darkness, and then Mickey mentions that he's going to lock a door to darkness with a key of light and a key of darkness. The key of darkness being the Kingdom Key D, and the key of light being Sora's Kingdom Key. It's nice that we actually get to see the origins of the Kingdom Key D though, because it explains a bit more on how Mickey went from using the Star Seeker to using the Kingdom Key D, which is a nice touch. Next scene, we see Mickey explain to Aqua that the Kingdom Hearts that they are going to be closing, which is the Kingdom Hearts in Kingdom Hearts 1, that is a lot of Kingdom Hearts, is the Kingdom Hearts of Worlds. There's a smaller one compared to the Kingdom Hearts, which was the hearts of basically everything, the one true Kingdom Hearts, in Birth by Sleep, where is Aqua's first appearance, if you did not know. And in this scene, we also get a sense on where the game is set. 0.2 is set during the events of Kingdom Hearts 1, because this scene is basically directly at the ending of Kingdom Hearts 1. So we get a gist of what's going on. Also in this scene, one of those shadow tornadoes ends up carrying off Aqua. And this leads to why Aqua didn't escape in Kingdom Hearts 1. Aqua sacrificed herself to save Mickey and Riku so they could lock the door to Kingdom Hearts. Scene, we get to see a little speech from Aqua saying that if anyone were to fall into the Realm of Darkness, she would there to be, you know, sort of save them and help them get out. So in this scene, it's a nice little thing to see. It's a nice little detail that they added it. It's not that really important, but it sort of ties together because this is the last scene we actually see of Aqua in 0.2. But it's a nice little touch to add on the fact that anyone that roams into the Realm of Darkness, that was a crap explanation. Basically, it's a nice little scene to add that Aqua will basically be there if anyone falls into darkness. And she's going to be, you know, that person, their guiding light, because that phrase that gets used, I forget what it said, let your light be your guiding key. She's going to be that guiding key. That's the general impression I'm getting. Basically, in the next scene, we see Mickey and Riku locking the door to Kingdom Hearts, which we see at the ending of Kingdom Hearts 1. So there's not a lot that can be explained about this scene. The next scene, I would say, is probably one of my favourite scenes in the actual ending itself. We see Aqua laying on the beach of Destiny Islands, presumably still in the Realm of Darkness, and then we see some little lights currently falling down, which replicates the fact that the worlds are returning back to normal. So all the worlds that were in the Realm of Darkness are returning to normal. So as Destiny Islands deteriorates, Aqua falls further into darkness, and then from there, Aqua's story in 0.2 is over. The next scene is where the main bulk of this video is actually going to come, as these are the scenes that are going to lead directly into Kingdom Hearts 3. Basically, it starts off with Mickey explaining that about how Aqua met in the Realm of Darkness, and Riku starts to get, you know, all annoyed the fact that, you know, Aqua probably could have been saved by Riku if Riku got involved and started fighting the Heartless Tornado, but she made an honourable sacrifice. Anyway, in this scene we actually get a lot of information to Kingdom Hearts 3. The first little chunk of information is the fact that Kairi is going to be going off to train with Merlin and Lee to become a Keyblade wielder. Yensid says that Merlin is going to oversee Kairi and Lee's training, which is actually a really good thing, because in the end of Dream Drop Distance, we see that Axel, who is indeed Lee, can now wield a Keyblade, which is actually one of my favourite things that came out of Dream Distance, and it's nice to see that this game is following straight after Dream Drop Distance, so we know it's going to lead into KH3. So, next up we move on to Ricky. Ricky, fucking Xenoblade? Boy. Anyway, next up we move on to Riku and Mickey's case. Literally, they get 2 cases, which are new outfits, which they will be wearing into KH3. Now, these outfits are specially designed outfits that are used to combat the darkness. Ugh. Anyway, these outfits are going to be seen in KH3, so we don't exactly know what they are yet, as they are concealed within the cases. So, for the duration of KH3, Mickey and Riku are going to be going after Aqua and trying to rescue her. Now, this scene actually brings up a lot of questions to me. The fact that, you know, Sora in the beginning of 0.2 in the HD cinematic, not really HD cinematic, the opening, let's just call it the opening, we see Sora's hand reaching out to Aqua, saving Aqua, so maybe they're gonna set Aqua free somehow, and then contact Sora, and then Sora's gonna rescue her at Destiny Islands. It's a bit unclear with this scene, but just hoping to God we don't get another tease. In the next scene, the boy himself, selves, because it's Donald, Sora, and Goofy, they all return. Well, not really, Sora does. Sora returns, and Master Yensid explains a few things which are actually really good to know, and it sort of says Sora's going to be having a little soft reset on his powers in KH3. Master Yensid says that after Xehanort tried to take control of Sora, Sora lost a few of his powers, and that he's going to have to regain his strength to be ready, as Sora is the main power that is going to be able to defeat Master Xehanort, which is nice. So that still plays off the effect that the final battle in KH3 is going to be Sora versus Master Xehanort. Now, Yensid goes on to say that you failed your Mark of Mastery exam, sort of yada yada, exposition from Dream Drop Distance if you have not played Dream Drop Distance, which is a good thing, the fact that obviously 2.8 has Dream Drop Distance playable, HD remastered, so a lot of information that you need from Dream Drop Distance can easily be accessible. If you don't understand something, just play through Dream Drop Distance. That's a really nice addition to 2.8, even though it was confirmed ages ago. Who cares? Dream Drop Distance HD looks beautiful. Anyway, going on to this scene, Sora sort of like brushes it over the fact that he's gonna, you know, work hard. He's gonna get his power back, and then we see Master Yensid send Sora, Donald, and Goofy off on their quest, which will lead into KH3, with Sora starting off by regaining his powers, and it's not clear by this, but I believe this also might be the start of Sora's second attempt at the Mark of Mastery exam, unless at the end of KH3, here's my theory, that Sora will be given the Mark of Mastery exam and his final test will be defeating Xehanort. But anyway, it's nice to see Sora back. Big Shoes Boy is back in business, ready for KH3. So, yeah, mate, this game, KH3, is gonna be amazing. Actually move on to the final scene, and now there's not a lot that can really be said about the final scene, except the confirmation on what the first world is going to be in KH3. It's nice to know that we know what world is going to be the first one in KH3, so we sort of know what to expect, and I sort of come up with a little theory. Goofy mentions the phrase, let your heart be your guiding key, which encourages Sora to use his little Keyblade portal thing, which every Keyblade can produce. But now that Donald mentions that the lanes to the worlds have changed, it's nice to see Sora use his little portal. The gummy ship flies through the portal, and then Sora mentions the line to Olympus Coliseum. That's right, everyone. Olympus Coliseum is going to be the first world in Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, I can sort of see how this is going to play out. Phil's going to mention the fact that, you know, why not go up Mount Olympus and see what the gods can give you? As we know, the gods are really powerful in Olympus, if you've actually seen the original Hades. So with that, we get an idea of what's going to happen. Sora's going to end up in the Colosseum. Phil's going to tell him to probably climb Mount Olympus into Olympus, and then from there, Sora will gain some of his power, and then Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to kick into full gear. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. I'm sorry if this video was sort of, choppy, because this is my first attempt at trying something like this. If you want me to do more things like this in the future, leave it down in the comments, leave a like, subscribe whilst you're at it. Let's keep the goal going of 200 subscribers before February and 500 by the end of the year. So yeah, this has been Aiden Miles. Thank you guys for watching, and stay awesome, everybody. Have a good day.